Good day, dear students. Let's start our lesson. My name is Blinova Anastasia Viktorovna. I am an English teacher at School Gymnasium in Lysakovsk. This is module number 7, lesson number 2. The theme of the lesson is Mary Shelley. Learning objectives are: understand specific information and detail in extending text on a wide range of familiar and unfamiliar general and curricular topics. Use a wide variety of present and past forms, including a growing number of more nuanced contrasts on a wide range of general and curricular topics. Let's start our lesson. Please answer the question: who is Mary Shelley? Why is she famous for? Have you heard something about her? Have you heard anything about her? Let's read and find out. And I ask you, while reading, answer two questions. What kind of woman was Mary Shelley? And which two kinds of fiction did she help create? Mary Shelley is most famous for her novel Frankenstein or the Modern Prometheus. She also wrote poetry and worked tirelessly to get her husband Percy Shelley published. Her mother, Mary Wollstonecraft, was an early champion of women's rights and a writer as well. She died when her daughter was just 10 days old. Mary Shelley was raised by her father, the political philosopher William Godwin. He encouraged her to learn and study, which she did. In 1816, she married Percy Shelley, whom she had met 2 years earlier. The two traveled throughout Europe together, and in the summer of 1816 spent the summer in Geneva, Switzerland, with some of their friends, including Lord Byron. The friends sat in front of the fire one evening, reading ghost stories aloud. Lord Byron suggested that they all write their own horror story. Soon afterward, Mary Shelley thought of the idea for Frankenstein. She finished and published her novel, something that was exceedingly uncommon for a woman to do in this time period. Today, this is one of the most popular and well-known stories in English and has been adapted for stage and screens many times. Because Frankenstein uses science rather than magic to bring his creation to life. The book is seen as an early science fiction story as well as a horror one. Now, answer the questions. What kind of woman was Mary Shelley, and which two kinds of fiction did she help create? Mary Shelley was a clever and hardworking woman. She helped create the genre science fiction and horror. Look at the pictures. These you can see the most famous work of Mary Shelley. They are Frankenstein, The Last Man, Matilda, and Valperga. Let's continue our lesson. Open your books at page 92, exercise number 4. The task is to make up 7 questions based on the biography given at exercise number 3 at page 92. Look at the example. You can see it. When was Mary Shelley born? She was born in 1797. Why is she famous? And so on. Make up 7 questions and 7 answers and send it to a teacher to get the assessment for the lesson. We are going to finish our lesson, and now I ask you to assess yourself. Assess your achievements at your self-study. Put tick if you are sure that your competence is good. Put square if it is very good, and circle if your competence is excellent. Now I can read the biographies, define the structure of biographies, identify specific information in the text, and speak about biographies of different people. Thank you for the lesson. Goodbye.